Let's talk about cheating in Halo Wars 2. Some of you may have seen our announcement, or that of Liam's, or that of EO Desla's. Basically, the problem is that we've got players in the game who are using an external tool in Halo Wars 2 to give themselves leader powers. So some passive leader powers are very easy to hide, right? If you intelligently pick your moment about when to make use of them, we basically can't tell as the spectator. So first problem is, during spectator matches, you don't get visibility over the leader powers. But now, just very recently, things have changed because we've got a website where we can go and check these cases of players having these leader powers coming up and whatnot. So yeah, we are now able to catch the cheaters live. So this is Rock Generation particularly getting the full analysis package from us. This has been publicly released as well. These are all the MetaPlays tournament and show match games where he has cheated, right? So let me just turn off this sponsor thingy to not overlay. There's a lot in here. So right now, we know that he's cheated in the Grizzlies tournament, first one, then the Pro League's main event, Scorpions Pro League, the last time. He actually didn't win money that one. Then in Scorpions qualifier 2-1, ton of show matches here. The Sentinels main event, it's qualifier 3. The Goliath's main event, monthly tournament 15 and 10. And there were plenty of others. So yeah, how do we actually verify? As you can see in this spreadsheet, there's a lot of data. And we basically had one of our community members and moderators, Shanagon. He created a version of the Halo Wars, Halo Warpoint, website, where you can actually check that something's off, that somebody unlocked all these early leader powers, which wouldn't be possible with the normal progression of the game. So this new version of the website, which is currently in a beta, showed us upon analysis that these kinds of things were happening. But the main reason we know about this stuff is because Liam told us. So Liam is one of the content creators in the game. Excuse me as I find the right tab here. This is the right tab. So basically, let's just play this. And here you go. You'll see Rock Generation is Johnson in this one, right? So he has the digging in deep leader power unlocked already at this point at 1 minute 24 seconds. In typical games, you will achieve this around, I don't know, 8 to 9 minutes, depending on how well it's going. But look at the resources: 21, 30, 75, 81, 88, and he placed the building. Well, that is not possible because this building costs 100 blue. So he has digging in deep at this point, right? And we can tell because he literally does. At 1 minute 19, he already has it. So Shanagon is our hero, Liam is our hero, and whoever clipped that clip, which isn't actually listed, I think in this one, maybe it's just Liam. So he's a double hero. Yeah, he told us about this, and we kept crawling the entire database of available games on the Halo Wars 2 API to find similar cases of rapidly unlocked leader powers that are beyond the rate that is possible. And we found a ton. That's this spreadsheet, and then we filtered it for dates that are tied together with our events. I manually went in and filtered it for individual tournament matches that we know we have hosted. And then I associated each of them. I provided the link so you guys can go and make more clips if you want. It doesn't matter really though, because we know that this is accurate. And here is an example from one of our own. You'll see that he has Forge picked here. So there's a leader power with Forge that gives you the discount, right? Accelerated assembly on vehicles. So he's gonna make a Jackrabbit, and instead of costing 15 power, it's gonna cost 5 because he already has accelerated assembly 2 at the very beginning of the game. So watch closely the power resource here. 124, 27, and it drops down by 5 because he made a jackrabbit. Yeah, that's the only thing that can cost 5 power in the entire game. So we are not going to need any additional support or data. We already know that this is all accurate. And this particular match is listed on this as, what was it, Scorpion Pro League Qualifier number 2. Where is that? Scorpion Qualifier number 2 against XCA on Vault. So here, that is the match that we're actively talking about. And this altogether came in to a $790 winning from cheated matches, with a grand total of 107 cheated matches and some, 13 tournaments, I believe, that were affected by this. And that's just us. There's other people hosting these tournaments, right? So that's definitely not great. But that's what this looks like on purpose, or in practice. These are the X'd out tournaments, are the ones where he did cheat. And every other tournament on this list hosted by us, he had a prize legitimately. So in all those other tournaments, it's still legitimate. So, you know, Rock Generation still is a really good player, but he's also an even better cheater. So it's, yeah, we've issued a permanent ban for this reason. And there's some other players that had this. So we've got the full announcement on our YouTube, on our Discord, on Reddit. And basically the others were Reaper Salami, Orenti, with some much more minor situations because they didn't affect us financially, really. Reaper did cheat in a significant amount of games, so hundreds of games. I don't have that file on hand right now, but that's also the case. Orenti had a single instance, and Hernix we've discovered cheating in matchmaking. So matchmaking is also going to be a problem. We're not going to be able to police that. But what we can do is stop people from playing in our tournaments once we discover that this is in fact a problem. And we're going to just, I suppose, regularly crawl the database for finding matches with our players that participate in our tournaments. The other creators are going to have to make their own custom requests, and Shonagon, I'm sure, would love to help, but you guys just gotta come up with the usernames. But what is really important here is that the community is doing this, right? We are doing this by ourselves, and we really need some help. And I think only the developers can really put a stop to this, because this kind of shit should desync the games, you know? The games should desync from this, and they don't, right? So the developer has to step in. But Free4Free is not going to listen to me. I've tried to reach out, Free4Free Halo Studios, or whatever they want to be called now. They're not going to listen to me. I've tried to reach out. I've been ignored many times for years. So at this point, I'd like to call on the Halo community, all the big YouTubers, Hidden Xperia, whatever, you know, these guys. Maybe they can help. Maybe Team Respawn can help us as well over on the Halo Wars side. Maybe some even bigger YouTubers like the Act-Man can give us a little bit of a boost with this, but we need some help, man. We need some help. I know that Halo MCC has some problems similar to this, but this is basically there are rumors that some people are selling these cheats now to more average players, so it's very easy to police the high-level tournaments, right? But what do we do when this spreads on the ladder? I don't know. I don't have an answer. There was one piece of good news coming out of this, guys. Rock Generation has in fact refunded us. This was a request that Sir Liam has started up. So again, Liam is the triple hero in this story, and we basically received the donation from Rock Generation here, where he just sent back all the money he illicitly won, and this will basically be rotated back into future show matches as well as the next season of tournaments while we deal with all this mess. We're gonna hold on to this a little bit longer and give it back to the community through the next year of tournaments. We're gonna look to expand on our 2v2 offering in particular. So I hope that gives you guys a good enough summary, a good enough understanding of what's going on. You can always join us on our website here on MetaPlace. It's very easy to make an account. You can join with other social media Discord, Twitter, whatever, everything's enabled. And then you just go to a tournament page like this Age of Mythology one we'll use as an example, and you click on join tournament down here. That's it. We host Halo Wars, Company of Heroes 3, and Age of Mythology tournament, so I really hope to see some of you guys there. It's that easy. Join our Discord and follow our content on YouTube. Thank you very much, everyone.